welcome to Kerry's Cards. I'm Kerry and I'm going to show you today how to make a very nice, quick and easy Aperture card using one of the dies from the Beautiful Balloons die set and then embellishing with the stamps that go with it. So you can see here I've got one of the dies from the Beautiful Balloons set, which has got lots of different options in there. But I'm only going to use one of them today for this card. I'm going to show you how to create this lovely balloon shape that's at the front, and then how to utilise what's the cutout piece to make it nice and interesting on the inside of the card as well. This is a 4x8 card using plain white paper or card. And then I'm going to show you how to do some stamps across the top. But essentially, I'm going to teach you how to create this bit here, because you might think, how do I get that in? Because that won't fit through my die cutting machine. So if you've got one of the mini stamp and cut machines, then it definitely won't fit through on that way, nor will it fit through on the larger machine. So let's just start then. Pop that over there. It goes there. So it all starts with our plain piece of white card, and I want it to be 8 inches by 8 inches. So we're going to cut 8 inches, and then 8 inches, and then I'm going to use my scorer on my trimmer to add a score line for halfway at 4 inches, but obviously remember you can use your scoreboard. So that is our base card, and that's all we need for this card that we're making. So I'm going to just embellish my score line. You can see that. So in the card we made or showed you, we have a hole there, but if I put that on there and then put it through the cutting machine, what will happen is we'll end up with it going through both pieces of card. So what we're going to do is we open it up and we're going to pop that where we feel it needs to go. To make sure mine doesn't actually move, I'm just going to get myself some double-sided. So this is some little, what do we call this now? I can't remember. Masking tape, and I'm just holding it in place there. Then I'm going to pop that shut, so I'm hiding it. Now I'm just going to do this bit off camera, but I'm going to then feed this through my plates, so it's still inside. Feed it through on my plates, one on top of the other, and feed it through my cutting machine. It's on another table. Okay, so it's been through. It's almost say here's one I prepared earlier. So now what you'll find is the top looks okay, and then on the back is where it's cut through, and that should be our balloon. So if you open it up, take off my little piece of masking tape. You don't have to do that if you think it's going to stay in place. Move it over, and there is our balloon aperture, but our hole's on the inside, you say. Let's just turn it round that way, fold it back on itself, and there you have your balloon on the front. Now you can do that with any different die cuts that you might have, a star for example, a flower, but using the balloon, that's what we get. So let's show you how we decorated this one. We used the lime lemon twist, and I just took some inside here. So I'm using the Beautiful Balloons polymer stamp set. Now I'm not sure if what anybody else does, but this is what I always do. I always end up making more than I need and then popping them into the box for a later date. So I'm going to use this one to start with and ink it up. It's quite a wet stamp pad as well, but I'm going to then overlay on there to give me my mottled effect, but I think that's still too light. So I'm going to take one of the Stampin' Blend brushes, If you don't have one of these, why not? But if you don't, then what you could use is, a lot of people have the little finger ones that you can dip in and then rub round. But I'm going to use the brush, take a little bit off there, and then just go round the edge of the balloon to give it a little bit more definition. I don't want it to be completely white. And just that little bit and over the top is going to make it pop out just a little bit more out the middle of the card. Then put that to one side. I'm going to use another one of the balloons, and then just randomly, but I'm actually going to open this up because I don't want my stamps to go through. Well, we should be okay. Randomly stamp some balloons around the rest of the card. And let's take this one for our black. Now as well, with the little ones like this that are quite bendy, always pop it down on the work surface first and then use your clear acrylic block to pick it up. I'm going to get some black ink and I'm going to pop a little bit, few streamers around, bits of string. Pop one up there. And then I also want to do my Let's Get This Celebration On around the top. Now, it doesn't quite fit the balloon shape I've got there. Now, because these are polymer stamps, what it means you can do is you can bend it to fit a little bit better round. So I think that looks a bit better, and then I'm going to pick it up that way. Then get rid of that star. And then I'm going to colour it in black and then pop it around the top. And then put some little sparkles around or confetti bits. And where's the other one? I'm missing one. There it is on my balloons there. Okay, and then pop some of these twirly bits on as well. But I still think that looks a little bit bland, so I'm going to go back to the bigger balloon that we have, those speckly bits. Take all my stuff off the stamps. Pop that on there, put the black one away. And then I'm just gonna, I don't want too much ink on, I just want some background. So I'm gonna take some of it off and then pop it in the background. Take some of it off. So it's a second layer of ink. Put a nice big one there. There we are. So that looks quite colourful. And then to finish off, we'll get some dimensionals. Here, let's go for some big ones. I'm just going to pop a couple in the middle, peel off the tops. Oh, come on, yeah. And then match up where your balloon came from and pop it on top. And then it should just open with the balloon inside. Hey presto. How quick was that for a quick card? And again, depending on the colour scheme, depends on, you can give it to anybody really. Hope you've enjoyed making that very quick and easy Aperture card using the balloon dies, and I enjoy seeing what your creations are. Share any comments and things like that at the bottom, and any dimensions and everything will also be in the information underneath. If you like it, share it and spread the word. Many thanks. Bye.